Could you please tell me what is Highness?
Highness, we're a female rap duo. It's Miss Rebel being me and Queen Mai being my sister. And yeah, we both decided to come together. We were separate artists before, but we've come together and now we rap similar to be compared to maybe a Salt and Pepper, like a new age Salt and Pepper, or like a female Outcast, because we're two separate artists coming together to make one project.
What does Highness represent?
Highness, I would say, is a kind of like a trilogy. We represent three different things. The first one being that we want to be a good, positive female representation. Because right now what's popular is, more the stripper look. So we want to bring more of like a queenly type of thing. That's why we wear our natural hair, why we try not to dress so scantily. We want to be a representation of women who have respect for themselves. And also so that men could reflect that and in turn become kings. So that's where the Highness originally started. And then the other aspect of it would be spirituality. We are very, very spiritual people. Wouldn't say religious, but spiritual. We're very close to God. We are very close to ourselves. And we think that it's very important to know who you are and love who you are. And then the last aspect of it is we're definitely 420 friendly, which also coincides with the spirituality. Marijuana, as you would know, is very opens your creativity, lets you be who you want to be, and just enjoy life.
So we're Highness, we're queens, we're on a higher power, higher realm, and we likes to get high. Highness, simple.
How did Highness begin?
How did Highness begin? That's a really good question. But basically it began separately. Miss Rebel, Queen Mai, we both were doing our own kind of rap thing. And then my sister moved in with me. And then we decided to put our creative talents and our art together to create Highness. We got really passionate about the state of hip hop right now. It's all just trap, ratchet. And we just wanted a balance. And we really got inspired by artists like Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole, who are bringing something different to the table. And we wanted to be the females to have a part of this movement of awakening.
Who were you before Highness began?
I'll let you start that.
Well, before Highness began, of course, I was just Queen Mai. And I actually wanted to name one of my projects Highness. And then that's when I moved to Atlanta about 9 months ago, and me and my sister collectively came together and said, you know what, we're trying to do the same thing. We're on the same wavelength. She's my sister. We've been dancing and singing and performing together since birth practically. So we're like, you know what, let's just come together and let's just do this together. It would make more sense. So, but before Highness got started, I basically was just doing little projects here and there. I really started coming into my artistry, and I really started coming into who Queen Mai was when we came together. Queen Mai she's a lot of different things. I want to say that I'm not going to say that I'm very different from a lot of the women of today. I like to party. I like to drink every now and again. I like to smoke. But in the same aspect, I have learned a lot about who I am and who we all are, especially speaking to the Black people in America and the state that we're in right now. And so my music, I want to interpret both aspects of it. Hey, I'm just like you. I like to party. I like to dance. I'm young. I'm only 21. So yeah, absolutely. Do all those things, but also realize what's really important, which is the state of the world, if you ask me. So, and I felt like music is a great influence for that. And that's how.
Woke up plotting to get rich. Went about planning in a spaceship. This world about to go through bullshit. If this ran by a nigga off of Princess, what the speaker talking about? Build a wall to keep the Mexicans out. Wanna kick American citizens out. KKK, give him handouts. Black Panther sell out, bitch nigga. Probably give the banks bail out 10 figures. Just came out your mailbox taxpayers. Taking money from everybody.
Rebel, I had always been doing music. I actually was a singer and poet before. And I played in a lot of plays. I was Dorothy in The Wiz and Laurel and Dreamgirls, and I was always on my own kind of little tangent. But Miss Rebel actually stemmed from my name, because my first real name is Vashti. And Vashti was basically rebellious in the Bible. She went against being a housewife and a trophy wife and decided she wanted to be her own self, regardless of how anybody felt, regardless if anyone hated it. And so that's how I accompanied Miss Rebel. I'm going to be me, and I'm going to rebel against everything else, whether you like it or not, whether it's popular or not. I don't really care. I'm Miss Rebel. I'm going to do what I want to do. And so once we came together as she's Queen Mai, representing the whole queen aspect and the balance between the two, and me representing the rebellion and just being sick of it, done with it. Who cares if they're rocking Versace and whatever they doing? I'm going to rock my thrift store suit jacket and look better than all of you, because I'm Miss Rebel, and that's what I represent.
So where do you see Highness in the next 2 to 5 years? Where are you trying to go?
Well, I will tell you, we don't have interest in being signed. What we're hoping is that going to happen. What we're hoping is going to happen is that eventually there will be a balance in what's heard on the radio. So right now, everything heard on the radio is just either commercial, pop, or ratchet music, or trap music, whatever you want to call it. We like to call it ratchet, but that's right now is what's popular. There's really no balance. Like before, you would get your Da Brat, you would get Jay-Z, and you'd get Lauryn Hill, and you'd get the Fugees, and you get all of that on the radio. Right now, it's lacking. It's very unbalanced, and they're only playing one type of sound. So the Highness movement and Highness, what we're trying to do is we're hoping that we can make music that can transcend over into radio while still having an intellectual and conscious part of it. Kind of like what Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole is doing right now. They're able to kind of cross over into radio while still having that underground sound and still relating to the community and everyone that's buying their music, which right now a lot of music out doesn't really relate to the people out buying it. And that's what we want to do. Hopefully in the next 5 years we'll be able to relate to everyone, and we'll be able to go on tours and all of that. But our concern is not really radio fame. If it happens, that'll be great. That's what we're hoping for. But really, we just want to make great music that everyone enjoys, and hopefully can help some young females who think they're bad bitches and help them realize that they're queens, and help a lot of these trap niggas realize that they're kings. And that's really all we want to do.
Yeah, we want to basically assist in this movement of independent artists that's rising right now, because right now you have the industry has their hands in everything. Like, the artists don't really have artistic control anymore. It's kind of like, this is what's popular, you have to do this, you have to say this, be this image, we're gonna give you millions of dollars. We're like, no, forget your money, you can save that for the birds. We want to have artistic control over our music. And right now there's a big movement of that happening right now. I know you've heard about Sci-Hi the Prince, Hobson, so many other artists that are starting their own things so that they can put out the music that's coming straight from their hearts. And we just want to assist in that movement. So in the next 2 to 5 years, that's what we're looking forward to doing. Maybe starting our own thing, and maybe even getting our own artists that want to do that have the same visions that we have, and that want to be some kind of influence.
We just want to be an influence, really, regardless of the money, fame, all that kind of crazy stuff. Highness is hoping that in the next 5 to 6 years, no one will be calling themselves bad bitches and niggas no more. Everyone will be saying, we're kings, we're queens. And it would, hopefully, Highness would have something to do with why the culture is changing.
What is your view or stance on where the people of your culture stand in today's society?
Well, of course, we feel some type of way about a lot of the killings happening, and we really want to bring light to it. You have a lot of artists right now. I mean, back in the day, music used to really reflect what was going on. And now, if you just listen to music, you would think all black people are just like drinking cognac, smoking, and got hella bitches. But that's not the case. We're poor. We're trying to pay our bills. And that's what we want to represent. And that's what we're trying to represent. And we really feel like we want to have a say in our people and trying to come together and trying to start our own businesses and trying to start that one love with our own people and us coming together and really trying to make some change within our own community. And so we really want to relive that Pac message. And I know our last names is Shakur, no relation,
if you didn't know.
No relation, but we really do follow Pac's message and trying to uplift our own community and have our money flowing through our own community so that we can really build our money and be able to have some type of power when it comes to politics and everything like that. But a lot of times it starts with the community, and when it starts with the community, it starts with the music, because the music really changes the community, and that's we're hoping to be a part of that change.
Got a lot of enemies, not Al-Qaeda, drinking all our energy like we cider, supplying a hard-earned, dying to earn a minor little scrap off the pie, lighting that herb, that fire. I couldn't give a damn about an Uncle Sam. I shouldn't give a damn, man, he ain't my fam, but it's a plan now. Take the handouts, hands out, reaching, cause we need it in our hands now. I get my tax back, scam how? I need to fax that, ask that, why now? I need to relax, sit back, pipe down. Police come around, showing me that Mike Brown. Hands up, handcuffs, still die, hands down. No bluff, we gon' rush, we don't get our rights now, right now. Now, it's not my fault. I'm trying to follow law.
Yeah,
Just
the
hope
biggest
I don't get caught
influencers in this time is artists. What they wear, what they say, how they look, everything we want to interpret, we look up to as a society. I mean, even white people look up to it. The Asians look up to it. The Hispanics look up to it. Everyone looks up to it. And right now, the black community has a big hold in the music. So we want to be part of that influence, just not as negative. We don't want to talk about our gold chains. We don't want to talk about gold diamonds or, you know what I'm saying, big houses and all of that kind of stuff, because most of us don't have that. Most of us don't have that. It's not real. Exactly.
So what can we look forward to in the future of Highness?
Oh, we got so many things. You can always look forward to our covers. That's never going to end. We've been doing that since the beginning, and we'll never stop. We'll always give you guys some covers of the new songs coming out. But we also have some solo projects coming out right now. Our Grown Woman video is out on YouTube. If you guys want to watch that, it's a spin on Beyonce's Grown Woman. It's our own little flavor to it. So get your fists ready to get fist pumping out there in the club. But we have a lot of other songs that are ranging from trap songs that I have you doing this, to songs that are more chill that you could smoke to some more conscious songs. So we have a lot coming. You want to add to that?
Yeah, basically we are trying to, like I said, have the aspect of we are just like you. We do love trap music. We do love to watch ratchet videos sometimes on Facebook. We like, you know what I'm saying? We have both.
We watch World Star.
Right, exactly. So, you know, we're extremely relatable. And I love trap music. I love conscious music. I love neo soul. I love jazz. I love all of that kind of music. And so does she. That's why we work so well together. So all of the music that we have coming up is going to be the full spectrum. We want to create something that everybody could listen to, everyone could vibe to, everyone can enjoy, and just really have that spread of who we are and what we're about.
So if you like your glow sticks, you'll love us. If you like to chill, relax, listen, easy listening, you'll love us too. If you like to wang it in the car and be on some trap, you'll like it anyway. You'll love it regardless, because we cover every genre, because we love it just as much as you do.
Exactly.
And that's Highness. Whoa.
Highness, we saucy. Crumbs on our heads, we flossing. No dents needed, we bosses. That's a dinner table, Rick Rossing. We in the streets, can't cross us. No. Keep the peace, can't stop us. No. Screaming, fucked up, hoppers. They don't got me high, can't stop us.